Why is no astrologer able to identify the serious problems that you have in your horoscope, and what do I have to offer you? Today in this video, I'm going to talk about certain deeply incapacitating planetary positions which doesn't allow you to even have a normal life. Always you're under anxiety, tension, fear, frustration. You have certain thing which you want to express, but you're not able to do it because of these hidden fears and anxiety. Now you take your horoscope and you show it to different astrologers all across the world, and they look at your chart and they are not able to identify the core issue that is happening. So what's going wrong? Today in this video I'm going to tell about why no astrologer is able to answer the problems that you're facing. So today I'm going to talk about why no astrologer is able to identify your problems and explain certain deeply incapacitating planetary positions which, if present in your horoscope, can give a miserable quality and experience of life. So without much further ado, let's get into the surgery of this horoscope. But before I get into the surgery of this horoscope, first you have to subscribe to Purab's Universe, guys, because only if you subscribe to Purab's Universe you will get access to such different content. And after watching this video in its entirety, if you have liked this video, please hit the like button. If you have disliked this video, please hit the dislike button, but show me your genuine reaction. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great and I welcome you back to Purab's Universe. Let's find out the deeply incapacitating combinations in your horoscope. So you are a person who can be born in an Aries ascendant or a Cancer ascendant or a Libra ascendant, Aquarius ascendant. Now whatever examples I am giving you, you have to take these examples and sort of put it in your chart and see for yourself if you have such combinations, because there are 12 ascendants and there are 9 planets, so it makes roughly 108 combinations. So I cannot explain all those combinations, but I can give you a skeletal system, a gist, as a reference point looking at which you can find out the issues and the problems that are undergoing in your horoscope. So the first primary issue that people cannot find out, that people miss to address, is the importance of the Bhav Chalit chart. Yes guys, there is something called a Bhav Chalit chart in astrology which is equally important like the Lagna chart, which is actually called the Rashi chart, and the Navamsha chart, then becomes the Bhav Chalit chart. Alright, Bhav Chalit chart is done in a way where, using your ascendant degree, 15 degrees forward and 15 degrees backwards, the space is used to adjust and find out which are actually your houses and which planet is actually in which house. So when you look at the Rashi chart, which is called the Lagna chart, you will see that certain planets are placed in certain houses. But when you will look at the Bhav Chalit chart, you will see that the planet is either shifting one house forward or one house backward in the Bhav Chalit chart. This happens because of your ascendant degree. I have made a video upon Bhav Chalit chart and I will leave the link of that video in this description so that you can watch it and understand in detail what a Bhav Chalit chart means. But here, what you have to do is, after you have learned about Bhav Chalit chart, you have to open your Bhav Chalit chart and you have to identify if you have these issues in your horoscope, right? In the Bhav Chalit chart, if your Lagna Lord, if you are a Aries ascendant, then Mars becomes your Lagna Lord. If you are a Cancer ascendant, then Moon becomes your Lagna Lord. If you are a Libra ascendant, then Venus becomes your Lagna Lord. If you are a Capricorn ascendant, Saturn becomes your Lagna Lord. Vice versa, whichever Lagna you are born, you have to see if in the Bhav Chalit chart, the Lagna Lord of your horoscope or the Moon of your horoscope or Sun in your horoscope is conjunct with Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart. So for example, let's consider that either Mars or Sun is placed in the first house of your Lagna Kundli, that is the Rashi chart. But when you open the Bhav Chalit chart, let's say for example, Mars, which is actually appearing to be in the first house of your horoscope, and generally the prediction is that you are very energetic, you are confident, you are outgoing, blah blah blah. But the reality is that Mars is actually conjunct with Saturn. Now what is Saturn? Saturn is anxiety, tension, frustration, boundaries and restrictions. So Lagna Lord is you, your confidence, your personality, your vitality, how you talk, how you walk, how you express yourself. That's the Lagna Lord. Now imagine A planet like Mars, which is your Lagna Lord, or any planet it can be depending upon your Lagna, is closely placed conjunct with Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart. So, Saturn is influencing your Lagna, Saturn is influencing you, your personality. So, you will be fearful about your personality, you will be restrictive, you will feel that people will judge you, you will always have this introspection that how I am looking, how I should present myself, how I should carry myself in front of the people. So, all these confidence and personality issues will come if your Lagna Lord is conjunct with Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart. Now, your moon is your mind, your emotions, the state of your mind. Are you at peace or are you always in turmoil and fear, anxiety? So, if let's say in your horoscope you are a Cancer ascendant, moon becomes the lord of your Lagna also, and moon is the lord of your Rashi also, right? So, you are a Cancer ascendant and a Cancer Rashi person, and it is appearing that moon is in the Lagna itself, right, in the Rashi chart. But when you look at the Bhav Chalit chart, moon is shifting to the next house and Saturn is in Leo and moon is conjunct with Saturn. So, physically also you have lost your confidence and vitality, mentally also you have lost your confidence and vitality. Because of this issue, you are fearful, you are scared, you have mental anxiety and tension. At times you can reach out to psychiatrists, you reach out to astrologers, you pray to God, but nothing seems to work because nobody is identifying the core problem and the issue, right? Similarly, let's say in your horoscope, irrespective of whatever ascendant you are born with, Sun is the Karaka of confidence and Atmabal, self-confidence and the strength of your soul. Now, if Sun is conjunct with Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart, then also you will have vitality issues, confidence issues, and you will not be that strong in front of people, right? So, if the Lagna Lord, the moon or the sun is conjunct with Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart, problem number one, which is not identified but it's a core problem, right? The second thing is that if your Lagna Lord or moon or sun is aspected by Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart. Now, this is a new concept where nobody has told that aspects work in the Bhav Chalit chart, but I am telling you from my experience, aspects do work in the Bhav Chalit chart also, because it's all about the degree of planets. If a certain planet is close to a certain planet in a certain degree, irrespective of them being in different rashis, still in the Bhav Chalit chart, if Saturn is aspecting a particular planet, there will be a lack of energy or confidence in the significance of that particular planet. So, in the Bhav Chalit chart, if you find that Saturn is aspecting the Lagna Lord, you can be a Libra ascendant, that is number 7, and Venus can be your Lagna Lord, and Saturn can be in the 11th house in your Bhav Chalit chart, but in your Rashi chart it might appear to be in the 10th house. Saturn with its third aspect, when it will aspect your Lagna, you will face fears, anxiety, tension, guys. So, in the Bhav Chalit chart, if your Lagna Lord, that is your ascendant Lord, or if your moon or if your sun is aspected by Saturn, then also you will have fear and anxiety issues, guys. But no astrologer will tell you about it. Now, the next point is that let's say you have got a debilitated planet, either a debilitated Mars, debilitated Mercury, debilitated Venus, any planet which is debilitated. So, primarily what a debilitated planet means is that during the time of your birth, you are not able to absorb the energy of that particular planet, and that particular planet has become weak in your chart. So, anyway, the planet is weak, it is debilitated, alright. So, if Mars gets debilitated, then courage, energy, ambition, this will be less in you. If Venus is getting debilitated, then you will become over practical, you will not have the sense of joy or pleasure. If Moon is getting debilitated, you will be over emotional, over sensitive, over caring, not as much as required, but over the top, you will go with your emotions. Now, in the Bhav Chalit chart, already you have a weak debilitated planet, and when you look at the Bhav Chalit chart, Saturn is either conjunct with the debilitated planet or Saturn is aspecting the debilitated planet. Number 1, the debilitated planet is already weak in your horoscope. Number 2, in the Bhav Chalit chart, Saturn is coming close to the debilitated planet, influencing the debilitated planet either through conjunction or through aspect, and gone. Already there is a lack of the attributes and characteristics of that planet, and here Saturn is again aspecting it in the Bhav Chalit chart. That's it. Your life becomes a roller coaster ride. You are lacking confidence, you are lacking energy, but you are not finding out why, what's going wrong with you. That's because debilitated planet conjunct or aspected by Saturn in the Bhav Chalit chart. Alright. The next scenario is that nobody takes the debilitation of planets seriously in the Navamsha chart, and nobody takes the aspects of planets seriously in the Navamsha chart. But what I do is that if, let's say, a planet is exalted or in own sign or in friendly sign in the Lagna chart and it is appearing to be strong, but if it becomes debilitated in the Navamsha chart, that means the planet has already lost strength internally, right? And in this Navamsha chart also, if Saturn is either conjunct with the debilitated Lagna Lord or Moon or Sun, or Saturn is aspecting this debilitated Lagna Lord or Moon or Sun in the Navamsha chart also, then also internally at the foundation level, at the core level, there is a lot of fear, anxiety, tension and frustration in your life, but nobody is able to identify it and tell you. So these are the deeply incapacitating planetary position where in the aforementioned points, if you have any of the combinations, then you will feel a lack of confidence and you will feel restricted in your life. So what you need to do as a solution is that you have to identify which planet is getting weak. Is it the Sun, is it the Moon, or is it the Lagna Lord itself? If it is the Lagna Lord itself, if it is getting conjunct with Saturn or if it is getting aspected by Saturn, you have to see during the previous Dasha Antardasha, if that particular debilitated planet being your Lagna Lord has given you decent results, then you can wear the gemstone of the Lagna Lord and you can give strength to the Lagnesh. Similarly, after judging in which ascendant or in which Lagna you are born, you have to see if Moon and Sun are friendly to the Lagna Lord. And if Moon and Sun are friendly to the Lagna Lord but they are getting afflicted by Saturn, then you can wear the gemstone of Moon, which is pearl, or you can wear Moonstone, which is a substitute of pearl, or you can wear the gemstone of Sun, which is ruby, or you can wear a red garnet, which is the Uparatna or alternative gemstone for Sun, and give strength to Sun and Moon so that you feel confident, right? Now, if the planet is getting debilitated and you are not able to afford the gemstones, then don't chant the mantra of Saturn, because if you chant the mantra of Saturn, you are giving power to Saturn, right? Rather chant the mantra of that particular planet every day 108 times, which is getting affected, such that you can overcome this deeply incapacitating planetary position, guys. So this is what I wanted to say, and this is what I have got to offer to you, which no astrologer tells you, no astrologer is able to identify. Why you have deeply incapacitating planetary positions, why no astrologer is able to identify your problems. So this is what I wanted to convey. This is Purab signing off from Purab's Universe. Take care of yourself. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.